Hello and welcome back on my English YouTube channel about my Lego City project called Brickworld. And in today's update we are just staying where we left last time. We are going to work here at the marketplace and we are going to close some more gaps, finishing the whole marketplace almost in today's update. There's going to be some new stuff here, and yeah, stay tuned for today's update. There's going to be some new incredible details and some new minifigures coming to that place. Starting with a very little module by 16 and 16 studs. That's just a little module that is going to close one of the last gaps in the marketplace area, and I'm just adding some of the other cobblestone technique I'm using. I'm using two different cobblestone techniques in my city. The last the most used one and the more complicated one is the one you have seen in the last update with all these headlight bricks, and that's a much more easier technique I'm using. I'm just adding every plate and tile directly on a bigger tile, bigger plate, and that's the final location for that little module, closing that little annoying gap here in that area. Just adding two small 2x2 tiles to close that area. By the way, if you are thinking about why there are not everywhere cobblestone, but there are also these 2x2 tiles, that has been added in the story of the city later to make it possible for people that are in a wheelchair or have problems with walking, so you have the ability to use or to go on that marketplace without going to be on that cobblestone, which might be a problem, for example, if you're on a wheelchair. That's Photoshop. I created these little festival tickets, and maybe, as you know, there is going to be a fantasy/medieval festival in the city, in the old city, that's called Old Brickgate, and I'm just creating these little stickers to put them on 1x2 tiles, so we have these festival tickets. And here we have somebody in a dragon costume holding a big shield where you can see medieval tickets here, and that's that little stand where you can buy your tickets, and that's two things we are going to put on that marketplace in a second. By the way, the 10 whatever the currency here in the city is, let's call it Lego dollar, is from a German shop where you can buy some printed parts. And that's it. We are adding 10 new inhabitants to our city. There's a stand where you can buy the entrance tickets. We have that the people here standing to buy their tickets, and we have that guy here in the costume to show everybody that you can buy the tickets here. That's one very important part, especially it's the first real part that I have added to the story. But that's not all for today. I have bought some new stuff, for example these brushes, a lot of parts in reddish brown, and that's something we're going to use now to close that little small, still annoying gap here, to finish that area, really finish it in that area. So we are going to add a little cut here, and that's these are all the reddish brown plates I'm using, and that's where we are going to add some plants. Also did it in the area there, added one little guy here in his armor and with his shield. And yeah, I think it's quite nice. We're adding some more parts here, and yeah, you can see it from here. It's quite nice. It looks much more better now by adding all that stuff here, all the plants and all the flowers, and also I have now closed really all the gaps in that area behind there, and I'm very satisfied. What do you think about that area? I really like it because it is also the first very important start for my medieval/fantasy festival. And what we're now going to do is we need to move to the left side of our marketplace, and we have to change some parts of that model. You can see right now that's also an old model I have created for the old layout, and it have to be changed now. It means we have to remove a lot of parts because that's not fitting for the new design I have here with marketplace. And as you can see, I have put it back, but I lost some parts here. Yeah, but it's now at its final place, and now can work here to finish the last big gap here. Here you can see it's a big 48 plate. It has a big part where it's missing, and when we are going to close that, we have really finished the whole marketplace, and then I can check it, and I have one big stuff closed. Looking from the other side, it's now much more finished because I already have placed that model back, but as you can see, it's not finished, especially on the left side. There's a lot of these red and blue stuff that has to be removed, or I have to build the missing parts here. But having that overview from that side where we do not have any wood of the table left makes me much more happier with that marketplace project, and I hope you like it too. As always, write me in the comments what do you think about today's update. What do you think about all the stuff I want to do in the future? Do you have any ideas here for my marketplace area? So feel free to write it in the comments, and also write everything else you have in mind into the comments under that video here. We are having some views from the backside of my current table layout, and I have to talk about just another topic, and I have to say thank you very much for 2,000 followers here on the English channel. That's very great, and it's going very fast in the last days, and I really hope that I will be able to translate all the missing videos from the German channel here to the English channel, because there's about 10 videos missing if you also watch the German channel. But I hope really that I can translate all the videos in the upcoming days and weeks, so you will be up to date also, not only on the German channel but also here on the English channel. And I'm very thankful, as I said. So thank you for every follower, for all the watch time you're doing here, and I'm just thankful for all the people that are watching also the English channel, even if the English here on the channel is sometimes not the best. It's not my native language, but I say just thank you very much, and bye.